Daniela Necefor, and I'm back to you with a very important topic for all of us. It's mentoring in investment and passive incomes. For this issue, I have invited Ciprian Sandu, which has quite a lot of experience as investment and passive income mentor. I have chosen this topic because after so many crises, economical crisis, 2008, pandemic, site, now another crisis with different wars in different areas, we have to think all of us about investments and how we can save ourselves for, I don't know, for pensions, for holidays, for investments in general. Because if the job company is going to bankruptcy, or I lose the job, something happen in our lives, I don't know, for our health issues because we cannot work. So I think investment and to know how to invest is very important. So Ciprian, I would like first to invite you to say a little bit about your experience and how did you become an investment and passive income mentor.
Hi Daniela, thank you for invitation
You are
for my
welcome.
for inviting me here. My story is related to the pandemic when I had a breakthrough thought because I had some money accumulated,
Savings.
some savings, yeah, and that time I had an idea. What can I do with this money in order to make more money? I think there were some solutions on that, and I started to research on this. And I think our discussion is about financial security, about
Mm-hmm.
financial independence, on how to create some frameworks
Yeah.
in order to make money work for us
Mm-hmm.
in a very steady pace without very high emotions, without be afraid of losing the money. So I started to do some research on that, and I figured out that I can do far better, far
Okay.
better than having my money in a banking deposit. So then,
You know, I know that in Romania, in general, sorry for interruption, usually the people are used to invest economics in the bank or in real estate.
yeah,
So, which is your opinion? And
yeah, I know Romanians which have savings invest in real estate. They buy real estate, they buy properties in order to rent them and have a passive income
Mhm.
in this manner. But otherwise, I don't think they are very accustomed with other types of investment, other instruments.
Capital markets.
Yeah, capital market. For me, real estate is not my thing because I want to be um, very self-reliant. I don't want to, I don't know, to administrate properties,
Mhm.
to find tenants and stuff like that. I want to work only with one application, one platform of investments. And there are, of course, stocks, bonds, ETFs, instruments that can provide you passive incomes and also with a better tax regime because
Mhm.
it's very important. For instance, last year, the tax on real estate increased, also both on selling and also renting.
And
And
also on renting income over
yes,
a certain
yes,
level, you now pay two taxes. One is tax on income, and the another one is CSS.
yes, and that's why I prefer capital market instruments because they have a friendly fiscal regime. And yeah, you know that you can invest in, I don't know, 1,500 companies from 20
Everyone in the world.
everywhere in the world with less than 100 euros. You know that?
No.
Do you think people know about that?
No, I don't think so. This is why I have invited you.
Well, uh, there are these instruments called ETFs, exchange traded funds, that are some kind of baskets of stocks or bonds where you can invest. And you are well diversified because it's a well diversified basket of stocks which follow an index. For instance,
Okay.
MSCI World. MSCI World is an index that comprised of 1,500 companies from the most developed 23 countries in the world. We have also Standard and Poor 500.
Yeah.
So you can invest in the best 500 companies on the American stock
Stock
exchange.
exchange.
You can invest also in the emerging countries such as China, South Korea, India, Brazil, South Africa. But I prefer investing in well-developed markets because there is a rule of law there, and where is the rule of law, markets are performing better.
Okay.
So that's
But
why.
it is in the, sorry for interruption, but maybe the people are thinking when are listening to us that this is time consuming too much. You have to have too many financial skills and knowledge.
Mhm.
And they maybe think about how do I manage 1,500 stocks in different markets, different industries, different countries. Do I have to stay during the night to see the opening of the stock exchange? Such other things. So, what would you say to the people regarding such things? Because I think this is the question marks, the first question which is appearing to a person. Can I invest without having financial knowledge? How much time I'm consuming for this?
Mhm.
How can I be sure that I'm not losing money? How do I have a balance between such things?
Mhm. My personal belief is that you don't need to be an expert in finance and economics in order to invest,
Okay.
and that's the beauty of ETFs because you invest in a unit fund.
Mm-hmm.
You don't invest in 100 companies separately,
Okay.
and you need to research all of them. So you know that you have an history of performance of that ETF. You know what is the
Mm-hmm.
cost of administration for that ETF. You know also other elements for that. So when you invest in an ETF, you are diversified. You don't need to research each company, uh, and it's like you follow
Oh,
the
you,
performance of the
or
global
ATF or
economy,
global, yeah.
global economy of a region or a country.
Mm-hmm.
As I said earlier, you can invest in developed markets, you can invest in emerging markets, you can invest in the American stock market just by one click. That's the
Okay.
beauty of it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the beauty of it. And now brokers have applications that could be used very easily. So you,
So do you have to need as a person? I mean, like, because as far as I see, I think this type of investment and passive incomes, it's referred to the middle class. Am I right? To
uh,
the middle class who are now managers, middle managers, specialists in the multinationals who has the chance to save some money. And my question is so practical: do you need to have a broker, or you can do it by yourself?
you can do it by yourself, but through a broker.
Okay.
What do we mean through
Yeah.
broker? According to legislation, you cannot invest by yourself. By yourself, any uh, actions on the stock market, like buying and selling, are through a broker. This is the legislation.
Okay. Okay.
But a broker means an application on the phone.
Okay.
You don't talk on the telephone
Uh-huh.
with the broker. You have an
Okay.
application and you want to buy some instruments, some fund units,
Mm-hmm.
some stocks, and just by one click,
Okay.
and you can set it the same way. So you
Okay.
don't need you can make an account to a broker in less than 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So the process is easy.
Okay, so we are not talking as we are seeing in the movies, the brokerage, and then everybody is screaming for stock exchange, and something is dropped, so it's like it's in billions. Yeah,
Okay,
the movie.
you,
You
you
just have applications.
you can do like that if you want to, but I prefer
The
doing this.
application.
Yeah, yeah, on the phone it's very handy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
think we we go into this area of being self-reliant with the phone. We can do
Mm-hmm.
many things with the phone, including investments.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Very nice, interesting, really interesting. When we had a more small chat, because as I said to our viewers, we know each other for some time. You said something which I like. Pay yourself first.
Yes, uh,
I understand what you mean, but let's get into this more deep.
yeah, this is a common principle in investments because when you receive an income, maybe it's the monthly
Salary.
wage, maybe it's a commission, maybe it's a bonus, you have you need to have the proper mindset to pay yourself first, meaning that you allot an amount of money from that wage uh, for investments. It's like putting aside, like people do for savings, but
Yeah.
you don't uh, put in a
Block
saving
them. You
account
not block them.
and the inflation will reduce them, but put them in an investment. You can buy some stocks,
Mm-hmm.
ETFs, and let them to work. Time always on the stock market, time always works in favor of
Mm-hmm.
you.
So practically, we have to teach ourselves, to educate ourselves in financial stuff.
I think for investments, if you have some sessions with a mentor, with a consultant, with someone that can offer you guidance to understand the
This is
phenomena.
what you do, in fact. So
Yes,
practical,
yeah,
you are mentoring people for such
yes,
stuff.
yes, I can do that. I do that, and once you know the big picture, and you see that it's safe, that it's something that you can navigate through, it's not
Mm-hmm.
rocket science,
Science, yeah.
then you can become self-reliant. You can do on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you have to know what are the best instruments for you. That's why the tests for appetite risk
Mm-hmm.
are important
Yeah.
to test your appetite because you have a conservative risk appetite. You
Mm-hmm.
go to instruments less risky.
Yeah.
If you want to earn
Risk
more,
more, earn more, you go to a
yes,
more
yes,
risk side of
yeah,
investments.
some people are more risk adverse, some people are more adrenaline driven.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why on the stock market you can find everything for anyone. That's why,
So you can go with adrenaline on stock exchange, or you can go with
right.
motorbike of adrenaline. Yeah. So you have to choose which one.
Exactly.
Uh,
So the stock market is not rocket science. You can invest in a constant way on a monthly basis, put aside some money that could work for you. But yeah, it's correct to say that you need some guidance at first.
yeah.
Some sessions with someone that knows the phenomenon, that can advise you on instruments, that can advise you on things that you should be careful at to look at, and afterwards, I think you can be self-reliant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you very much. It is really interesting because this is a topic uh, I've seen, and I'm repeating a little bit, but somehow where's the beginning? Because after the crisis from 2008, had quite a lot of candidates who were investing in the houses, big houses, on
Mhm,
cars,
mhm,
and a lot of companies restructured at that moment,
mhm,
and they were in a lake of any wages or any income, and it was very difficult for them to pay the mortgage for the house or
mhm.
for the car. And I wanted to talk to you especially about this topic because I do think that we really need to learn to invest and to save our money somehow intelligent in an intelligent way, because we need this not only for pension, we need this for holidays, for health situations, for
Mhm.
different other stuff, and we cannot invest everything only on real estate. Thank you very much for this information. I think they are very useful.
You're welcome. And I think one last idea that is
Please.
important for our viewers, behavior in investment, it's more important
Mm-hmm.
than know-how. Because
Okay.
if you don't do big mistakes, you're on the safe side.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why patience is important,
Okay.
to be constant, to invest constantly. It's important. And time in the market, it's better than timing the market. You don't have a
Mm-hmm.
crystal globe to anticipate how the market
Yeah.
will, but being there on a long term, it's guaranteed that you'll multiply your money.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
yeah, if you look at the bet index on the Romanian stock exchange, you can double your money in, I don't know, 5 or 7 years, according to the history of
Mm-hmm.
its evolution.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to have a proper behavior, proper mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to
Okay.
be a PhD in economics or finance.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
think investment is for anyone.
Okay. Thank you very much. And to all of you, so keep in mind that your way of investments is keeping you safe. Until next time, do not forget, whatever you do, do it with excellency. Thank you.